Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my kind of late review for Couples Retreat Season 1, Episode 2. Okay, it has been a long work week. I am so swamped at work, and I feel like my channel is suffering. Okay, but I hope to get back on track like this week or next week. Anyway, okay, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, do not forget to like the video, to comment in the comment section. You can also hit the little share button to share my video on your social media. Also, you really want to hit the notification bell. It lets you know when I have new videos up, okay, because that's what it's supposed to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, but you won't know if it do work if you haven't clicked the bell, okay? So click the bell. Anyway, do not forget to also to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. Do not forget to also inhale and exhale. I did it a whole bunch today because today was a whole stressful day. Okay. Do not forget to also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. It's right here. Where is that? Bam, right there in your face and stuff. Okay, let me cut my phone on vibrate because I just heard a ding from my iPad in the other room. Anyway, but yeah, follow me on my social medias, please. Thank you. That's also where I post. So I'm gonna be live with videos I have up. I post on Instagram consistently, so you should really follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into this episode of Couples Retreat. Okay, the foolishness of the couples that we have going on here. Okay, Ray J and Princess, Michael and Ryder, Rashida and Kirk, Delicious and Raymond, and then Yandy and Min DC. So we do see little snippets throughout the episode where they're asking each other questions. I don't care much about that. I feel like those are pre-planned, sit and ask each other these questions. That part, I'm like, whatever. But we do see snippets of Ray J and Princess talking. Ray J feels as if, people treat me like a child. I'm not a baby. Don't talk to me like I'm a child. I'm a grown little man. No, you're a little toy soldier. Okay, you're a little G.I. Joe toy action figure. You are a child, Ray J, all up and through your body, okay? And Princess feels as if, I don't know why we're here because Ray J isn't participating. When has he ever participated in anything? Y'all are here for a check. Y'all are here to mess with the emotions of us to make us feel as if, oh, they here to be real. And y'all are there to be fake. Not fake as in they're faking their emotions, but fake as in y'all ain't here to really fix anything. Y'all are happy with the dysfunction of the marriage. So we're going to move on past that, okay? We do see a whole conversation between Yandy and Mendices and whatnot, okay? And this is what I think about this conversation. So we know the last episode, Mendices brought up how he felt as if Yandy did not email him enough. She did not connect or she didn't contact him enough for what he needed, okay? Whereas she felt like, well, fuck you, Mendices. So she was upset about that. So they want to sit and have a conversation based on him saying that. They say, I did not say that to hurt your feelings. I did not say that to cause you any pain. It was just my truth, okay? I don't know if I would be able to hold things down if you went to prison. And I was like, well, whatever. So he brings up how he feel like she did not realize, he felt like she was holding things down so much she didn't realize that his life was on hold and he was watching her live life. Whereas she felt like, well, you only saw the good times I put out there. Because you only saw the good times that I would post pictures and stuff, not knowing how lonely I felt, how hard it was for me, how I was not mentally there because I was so depressed. At one point, I could not breastfeed for the babies or whatever. Again, a lot went on. She also brings up how she told the kids and the people at the kids' school that he was away at work. Okay, and when the kids would go visit him in prison, they thought Daddy worked there. He worked at the prison, okay? And I guess they were so young, it doesn't really matter. I'm assuming only his oldest son, Lil Mendices, probably was the only one who knew what really went on, and not Yandy's two kids, who was Amir and Skylar. Because they was like babies or whatnot. There's something on too. I hate that. Anyway, so again, they thought Daddy was at work. The teachers at the school, she told, oh, he works nights. I'm looking like the teachers don't watch the news because his arrest was all over the news. I'm like, how they don't know? Are you sure, Andy? Anyway, but again, she's being oh so emotional. She's telling him what she went through while he was away. She also brings up how, it was just hard. I cried every night. Not every night, but I cried each time it was a parent teacher conference or whatever, because again, you wasn't there and I would see all the other parents there together. And I was like, okay, so she felt like you complaining about me not emailing you was petty. And he felt like, when you went through what you went through on your end, but I also went through things on my end. And I feel like this, as I've said before, two things can be true at the same time and no one's lying. This is also an example of two people going through something two different ways. They both went through his prison stint in different ways. It doesn't mean just because she had a hard time on the outside doesn't mean the hard time he had on the inside is wrong, and vice versa. Neither one of them wants to accept they both had it hard. They both want to point out what the other one doesn't get, and that ain't gonna help anything. Because again, he out now. So what's the point of fussing about what happened while he was locked up when he's now out, and that should not matter now? Y'all stay fakely married. Y'all still fakely married. But again, I feel like two things can be true at the same time for two people who went through a situation separately. She went through his prison stint on the outside, and she had to deal with it being hard for her on the outside. He went through feeling lonely on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they both were lonely, just in separate ways. He was lonely in prison with other men. She was lonely at home having to take care of their children. They both experienced loneliness, and I wish they were both stop trying to prove that the other one didn't do something right, or the other one should have done more. Y'all can only do what y'all can do. Neither one of y'all had been through that situation before. So why not understand you had a hard, I had a hard, but how can we now make things better now? That's my issue. That's how I would want to address it. But again, when she was crying about what she went through and he kind of didn't console her or whatever, I was like, well, damn, man, DC's, she can get a hug, a tissue or nothing. I mean, she didn't cry too hard, but again, she was still expressing how hard it was for her, and he did not know that. But again, two things can be actual and factual at the same time. When two people go through the same situation in two separate ways, President on the inside and on the outside. Boom, pow, pow. Anyway, and I also liked how he explained how, it was hard coming back home because I left the house and the kids were babies. I come back and little adults. So again, even my coming home was hard. But then she didn't bring up too, you home now and you so concerned with, making things up to the kids, you're not making things up to me. So again, they both are experiencing, him coming home in two separate ways. Whereas he feels as if, okay, I have to be good for the kids. And she was like, well, fuck no, what about me? Okay, what about me? They need counseling. Okay. Anyway, so again, but it was funny when she said, why can't you, take a day and make me some food or cook for me, like cook for me when I come home, things are ready. He said, but I don't do that now. She was like, no. He said, I don't do that. She's like, well, you order food. I'm like, but did you eat? Girl, bye. Anyway, they both need some help. Because I don't feel like either of them have actively spoke this honestly about their marriage or lack thereof till now. Before now, they both made it seem as if we good. Because again, it was a whole front. Even her saying how I tried to act like everything was fine, but on the inside, when cameras is off, I'm devastated by myself being a single mom because your ass is in prison. But I also feel like you dated a known drug dealing nigga. What you think will happen? Anyway, let's move on. Ryder goes and talks to AJ separately because she wants to discuss, the things going on between her and Michael. She brings up how her and Michael did not have like a specific, a detailed agreement. It was a vague agreement about him being able to sleep with other women. This is my thing. You can have rules to whatever you and your band want to do, but when you agree to allow him to sleep with other women on a consistent basis, that's not vague. That's real specific. You can sleep with other women on a consistent basis. If the only rule is let me pick them, he's still able to sleep with other women on a consistent basis. Girl, what you want to do? Anyway, AJ asked a great question. Why are you even in this relationship? And she said, because it's hard to find someone who matches your spirits. I'm saying, and also he brings excitement into my life. You are ow. Look, she wants the perks of being with him, but she don't want to deal with what he wants in his life. If he wants extra bitches, he wants extra bitches. And it seems as if, no matter how many times you suck the dick, he consistently wants what? Extra bitches. Leave the relationship. I'm not saying him not wanting to grow with her is he wrong, because again, he told her what he wanted from the beginning. She now wants to change things simply because they have been talking or dating for 2 years. That's not how it goes. It really isn't. You have to believe when people tell you what they want. Because he isn't wavering in what he wanted. He hasn't changed his mind in what he wanted. You have changed. And you have every right to want more. He can't give you that. Bring him on the show is not gonna curb his want and his need and his craving of more vagina. Okay. Anyway, she brings up how I just want him to focus on just us. Okay, and give me all of him. AJ made a great point. What if he is giving you all he can? What if what he's giving you is all that he has to offer? Okay, and if that don't work for you, you need to address that and leave or not, or just deal with it. But again, he may be giving you exactly what his all is. His all is when we together, we're together. But also, when we together, so is somebody else. We're gonna bring somebody in to this equation. Okay, but I'm my girl. Bye. And she asked Ryder, "Are you worried that taking care of yourself means you may have to lose Michael?" And she said, "Well, yeah." And I'm like, bitch, how? You scared to lose a man who doesn't want to be with just you? Okay. And I like how AJ did it. That's a dangerous self agreement to make, because you're agreeing to put him over you. But why? Because it seems like he would not put you over him. So again, let that man have side holes in peace or leave him. Period. Do that, girl. Don't be Chloe. You can't be with someone and know how they are, but want to cause havoc to stop them from being who they told you and showed you who they were. Show them who you are, Simba. And Simba showed you he likes bitches. Extra ones, thick ones, small ones, white ones, black ones, age ones. He like them all as long as they have ass, is what he said. Anyway, we then see AJ gets all the ladies together. Boom, pal, sitting around by the beach. I'm by the beach, okay? Not by the pool. And they're having a good time, having some drinks. Little girl chat. Little girl chat. Oh, do not forget, ladies panel was tomorrow, Thursday, 9 p.m. on my channel. Well, 9:10 p.m. on my channel. See y'all there. Okay. Anyway, but again, little girl chat, little girl chat, little girl chat. Now, it was mostly rah, rah, rah. I ain't listening or whatever. But Delicious brought up how when she first met Raymond and there was, dating a little bit here, dating a little bit there, whatever, how she told a story of how they had sex in the dressing room at the Gucci store. The Gucci store, y'all nasty. Anyway, but she brings up how, Raymond was like, what are you trying to do? He had a personal shopper there at Gucci or whatever. Delicious was being extra friendly and extra flirty, just kind of touching on him or whatever on Raymond. And the personal shopper, then nobody come back here. It's closed, like, it was private back here, whatever. Meaning, I see you trying to get the dick. I will help you get the dick. Okay, I will help you secure the bag. Where Rain was like, we can't have sex in here. And she was like, yes, we can. I'm going to show you what I'm about. And I was like, okay. Now, people said when she met that man, she wanted that man. And we see that she got that man because right up a month after the sex in the Gucci dressing room is when he proposed. So I was like, girl. But she said she's going to bed. Okay. Anyway, But she brings up that, since they've gotten married, they don't have this hot and heavy sexual life anymore. And I was like, well, you mean, are you fucking them too much? You can't fuck a man too much. You really can't. I can't. Anyway, she brings up how she wants him to be more aggressive, sexually. She wants him she doesn't want to keep being the aggressor. And I was like, I do wonder if based on his past, what he was accused of, what he was exonerated for, and that makes him not want to be aggressive towards women, because it could be this, a trigger based on what he was accused of back in the day, that he was exonerated for, that he did not do and was exonerated for. But I do wonder if they've ever had a conversation of, does he tie sexual things and being aggressive to his past? That's a great conversation to have for them too, but I don't know. Now, we do see the ladies then dance around. Okay, AJ teaches them the, not the kid play dance, but the dance sequence from the house party movie that she was in, back in the day. And she knew all the moves too. AJ's cool. I would not mind seeing her talk to different couples do a few seasons of this and has her at the council or whatever. It was cute. Now we then see the men's. Okay, the men's get together, chit chatting or whatever. Ray J was not there, of course, and we see that Mendici said, we're not gonna keep just having Yandy bringing in 80. I called and I figured out a man doctor. So he went and Googled like men therapists, because he's like, I don't want to keep only getting help from a woman's perspective. From a woman's perspective, I want to get a man's point of view too. And we then have Dr. K. Dr. K was also on Married to Medicine. He was the doctor who Heavenly was seeing. He didn't fix Heavenly because Heavenly's still crazy. Okay, so is he good or no? But he brought up how on the guy page, it was more about him speaking with different men or whatever, this and that, and fixing whatever. But he's now here, honey. And when his name was Dr. K. When Michael said, this fool said Dr. K looks like all the retired light-skinned R&B singers in one. He said Albie Shore, Lionel Richie, Heavy D off the Boys. I was like, bitch, no. Because it was true. Okay? It was true. Anyway, I like having this here because I can kind of pop in here and then pop in there. Anyway, I can also have it if I want to. But so they get the chit chatting or whatever, and Dr. K asks, like, okay, so what's your lady's love language? And Mendice's like, she likes me to be romantic. I'm saying she likes, rose petals, me opening the doors, me pulling her child or whatever. She likes the romantic shit, but I always felt like if I was a protector and a provider, that was enough. But I see it's not, because that's not her love language or whatever. Kurt brings up how, after talking to Rashida yesterday, I realized that after 20 years of marriage, okay, that, she just wants things to be less about business, okay, and more about one-on-one time or whatever. And then he's like, but we have these businesses or whatever. We've taken our savings and poured into these businesses or whatever. And, what I'm saying? We can't just sit back and let them and watch them fail, because restaurants fail every day. And then you're like, so I just don't know what she wants. So when the doctor said, well, how much time do y'all spend together? Like quality time. He said, we together every day. It's like, that ain't what he mean, Kurt. That ain't what he mean. Okay. And he said, no. I mean, how much quality time do y'all spend together on a regular basis, Kurt? And Kurt said, oh, well, I don't know. Which to me means, Kurt, y'all being together every day does not mean it's quality time, okay? Especially if it's all about business, okay? Just sometimes, like, be together, not put it on social media. That can be quality time, but I'm gonna leave that be too. But you realize, oh, he mean like not doing business. Yes, Kirk, not doing business. Anyway, Doctor did ask him, like, well, are you in love with Rashida or do you just love her? Because it can be two main things. It can be two different things. And Kirk said, well, no, I'm in love with my wife and I also love my wife, whatever. But I also feel like I can only give so much. I'm like, you gave away free dick to some girl that had a baby. You can give your wife some extra loving. Okay? Just because you should. Just because you are in love with her. Now, Raymond brings up how with Delicious, she's an alpha female. And so, because she's an alpha, sometimes she gets loud. She from here. Sometimes we are loud, like whatever or whatever. Okay, but she gets loud and whatnot, and he wonders how he can like bring her down to where she's not so aggressive or whatever. He's like, well, you can like show her respect. You can flow with positive energy because where the head goes, the body will follow. He gave some good little, but I'm like that. Dr. K was talking, and I'm like, is he mad fucking me? Because I was confused, but I was also like, oh, that's not good, but I was also confused. But I feel like him just saying, to consistently treat her with respect, to consistently, have a positive energy that can help, relinquish some of her alpha femaleness. But I think he said into com- did he tell her to be complacent? Not complacent. He said something. It's somewhere he used. And I didn't like it, but I do get the point of saying if she see how calm you are and how you can handle things, it may make her be less aggressive, less alpha female, and kind of calm down a little bit or whatnot. But like he like it's hard to talk to her sometimes because she gets upset when I try to step in as a man and do things. I'm like, Delicious, don't lose this man. Okay, don't do that. And don't hurt this man. Don't do that either because, again, he's a treasure. Okay. Anyway, Michael brings up how it seems as if the issue could be that none of them grew up in a house where they saw their parents showed them how to treat a spouse. Again, if you don't see how a spouse should be treated, you may not treat a spouse the right way. And they all kind of say, well, nah, we didn't have mom, daddy there. Kurt said his daddy left at some point, but he still had like around and whatnot. But if he was not in the household showing you how to treat your mom as his wife, then it doesn't count. Michael brings up how his mom left their dad, took all seven of the kids, changed their last names so the dad cannot find them. And I was like, well, damn. He then brought up how once his dad died, he didn't feel no kind of way because he didn't know him because again, his mom took them away. He brings up how his mom did not show love like that. He like, so for me, I feel as if the reason I act how I act is because again, mama didn't show no love to me. And so I'm not gonna that's why you on some bullshit. Boom, pow, pow. Yes. Anyway, so Mendices brings up how, well, Michael, maybe you should not allow that to hinder you from trying to work things out with Ryder. Like, don't lose Ryder because you won't compromise. And Michael said all of them has had sad bits before. They have all had sad pieces. Why are they upset with me? Because mine stayed. I was like, bitch, that they stayed around. But again, I'm like, whatever. But the Dr. K event suggests, um, y'all all should go ahead and have like recreate y'all first date. You know what I'm saying? Recreate the date and go all out. And I was like, well, I guess so. Now we see a little thing with AJ talking with Princess before Ray J comes in and whatever. I don't feel like I don't know what to do because Ray J's. I don't care. I really don't care. And even AJ saying that it don't feel like y'all want a divorce. They don't. They also don't like each other. They also can't stand each other. The thing is, they do this for TV. Okay, they play what they made for TV. They don't need to be married, and they do give up. They're complacent in the bullshit of it all. I think that's what AJ could have been feeling off of that. But when Ray J walks in, like, oh, AJ's here. Okay, I guess I may talk, but I ain't the one. Are you the two? You got to be the three. Because you dance with the foe. The foe, get on my goddamn nerves. Anyway, he brings up how, Princess, I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I'm like, where were you? Like, how does he leave? Oh, girl, I don't care. He brings up how I feel as if our communication could be better if we just stop being rude to each other. If we just stop being disrespectful and whatnot, I think it can get better overnight. I'm like, because they playing with their marriage. Nothing is fixed overnight. It isn't. And anyone who suggests it can be is doing shit for the cameras. Okay, get out my face, Ray and the J. He brings up how, we should not call each other names. We should not have rude tones and not share private issues. Basically, let's be assholes to each other in private. Let's not air our dirty laundry. Princess does or has had a habit of being the first one to spill some kind of bullshit into the news or whatever that's going on with them. And so he wants, when we go through bullshit, just don't tell no one. Let us stay in our own private bubble of bullshit. Okay. I do think he does not want her to talk down to him, but I'm like, Ray J, your child. And I think she just reacts to you just as if you're a child. But again, I felt like, it was a bullshit conversation or whatever. She's like, I want you to come home, every night. I want you to come home so we can go to bed together, so you can sleep in the bed with me and we can be like a regular family. That's what normal folks do. I want to be at home too, princess. I want to be in the bed with you too, princess. Really? I've never heard him say that. I'm like, you've never heard him say he wants to sleep with you? How y'all got 2 kids? Girl, I'm like, they both can say how they don't want a divorce and how they both have never heard the other one say that, and now they want to work on their marriage. Ray J and Princess have been fucking with us all season, period. Okay, I don't care. We do see each couple kind of recreate their first date. I didn't care either about that. It was cute. Yandy brings up how, she knew from like when she first met him that she was gonna marry him. I'm like, again, she knew the dope dealer she met would be her husband. She may one day have to do time with him. Meaning while he's in prison, she's on the outside. So girl, bye. It was people who actively date people who they know doing wrong. You can't act surprised when they go to jail and they want you to be there for them. That's why he picked you. Or you picked him, I don't know. But anyway, I'm like, it's fine. They then get under covers or whatever. And I'm like, you trying to have sex with that man? Get your girl, go to your room. And we see what she did, Kirk. And he said, no, she said the first, no. Yeah, she said the first thing I asked you was how my butt look in these shorts. And I was like, how old were you? How old was Kirk? Stranger danger is what it could have been. Anyway, Kirk brings up, he remembers this is how much they like being around each other, whatever, and they both wanted to like just keep it going. I'm like, stranger danger. It was real, and each date was basic because even Yandy and Medici like they were just sitting at a little table, and so was Rashida and Kirk. They all work was fine. Delicious brings up how saying, yeah, I want to do you, and I'm like, so you've been wanting to fuck that man from the beginning. She gives. Look, there's nothing wrong with anyone being not ashamed of their sexual energy. But I do feel like, as Raymond brought up, how sometimes she takes over when he's trying to be romantic. She takes it sexual. And I'm like, he just said how you felt. I wanted to do you. I want to do you. I'm like, girl, calm down. She then brings up, I liked you for a minute and I wanted a dick. I'm looking like, damn, okay, we get it. She wants to fuck that man. And he just like, I don't want to have sex right now. It could be whatever. He feel as usual, she takes up whatever. I just want to, be the man. He then, we're going to go back to the room, get something to drink. She's like, yeah, and what else? And then watch some movies. I said, Raymond, watch some movies. She wants to have sex. She wants to bang, bang, bang. But you don't know that. Anyway, we then see Michael and Ryder have a conversation. And he brings up how when they met, he already had 3 girlfriends or three chicks he was banging or whatever. But she was different. Ryder was different or whatever because she was nice and kind and blah blah blah. And so he made her his main bitch. Okay, but never said he would give her the other bitches. Okay, so he had 4 bitches now. The 3 other ones are then Ryder. He brings up for tonight. It'll be just me and you. Just us 2. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, well, why can't that be like forever? He was like, what? Why? We're gonna do that for. I was like, girl, he brings up how the side chicks don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Well, why would if I'm your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, then if I'm your girlfriend, you don't care for them, you should not allow them to disrespect me on social media. We then see a post or some of the girl texting or messaging Ryder saying that she can be with him whatever, and that's what it is. And I'm like, but he fucks other women. That's the crazy part. Ryder really wants him to be a girl. She says she tired of looking dumb, but you look dumb right now. Okay, I don't want to look dumb no more. Whatever. If I'm gonna be your girlfriend, either leave them alone or I won't come back. Okay, he like, I can just be honest. I don't want to lie, whatever, and we agreed to do things as well, whatever, and I can't make any promises right now. Leave him. If you want him to be with just you, and that is not what he's willing to do, bye-bye, okay? And that was the whole episode. Girl, bye. Anyway, let me go. I will talk to y'all later today or tomorrow. Again, Ladies First panel is tomorrow at 9:10 p.m. on my channel. Ladies First. Anyway, gotta go. Peace.